imagine a life where you stepped out of your home, you're thirsty, and you're searching for water, and you don't find drinking water at the store closest to you? Or the one after? Or the one after? Can you think of one name that's made it possible for you to find mineral water everywhere you go? Welcome to Broadcast One Presents Business Evangelists of India. Bisleri has been a household name for decades. But before there was Bisleri, there was an idea. Every product starts as an idea, but it takes a clear mission, a vision, and values to turn a humble idea into a revolutionary product. Bisleri took the drinking water, a basic life necessity, and turned it into a revolutionary product. And Broadcast One today is tracing the mammoth journey that turned Bisleri into the most trusted brand today. Welcome, Anjana, to Business Evangelists of India, and thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with me today.
Thank you for having me here.
We're very, very pleased to have you here. I want to start by asking you that, contrary to popular belief, plastic is a sustainable resource, but the popular belief says that it's detrimental to the environment. So how and when does plastic become detrimental to the environment?
Well, the problem is the belief and the perception about plastic. People feel that once you use plastic and put it in the waste, it goes to the dump yard and lies there forever. But that's not the fact. India is the only country in the world which recycles 78% of the plastic that is produced and used. So the mechanism exists of making the plastic sustainable. But the awareness, there's a huge lack of awareness. People don't understand the material. They don't know how to dispose material. Our Bottles for Change initiative is trying to create this awareness among general public that plastic is not waste. Plastic is a virtuous material. It is actually an answer to the natural resource that is getting depleted. So if we do away with plastic, we'll use paper, glass, which all are natural resource. It is a recyclable resource. It has value after use. So just don't put it as a waste. Don't consider it waste. So what you need to do really, if you have to ensure that every plastic that you use do not land up in the landfill or a dump yard, then a little bit of habit change is that you use plastic, clean it and dispose it.
Correct.
India has a beautiful mechanism of from every household the waste gets collected. So if you dispose plastic clean, it will directly go for recycling through the chain which exists today.
Correct.
The scavengers to the kabadiwalas to the recyclers. And surprisingly, whenever we have gone to the users and we have spoken to them, the consumer, that this is a little bit of habit change if you do, then you can ensure that 100% of the plastic can go for recycling. People feel that's a very easy thing to do. So a little bit of habit change can solve this problem in India, definitely.
So it is really about being mindful about disposing our plastic waste. If we look at our habits, there's only a few odd bottles at home that we tend to recycle and reuse. Packaging that comes with food products that we just toss into the bin straight. So how does the Bottles for Change campaign make this recycling of plastic process a lot more effective?
See, every bit of plastic can be recycled. It's only the way that we dispose plastic. Everybody feels that the thin plastic bag is a problem.
Correct.
Now, why is it problem? Number one, because it is very low weight. Secondly, it is always disposed dirty.
Right.
So nobody wants to take that plastic bag and clean it and then send it for recycling. But even those bags can be actually recycled. They can be put into making tar roads. In fact, India can become a country who can recycle 100% of the plastic produced and used.
Right, right.
So
Well,
that's
we're
the
nearly
opportunity.
there.
We are nearly there. 78% is already getting recycled. But the mechanism through which it is getting recycled is filthy because we dispose plastic dirty, it goes to the dump yard, then the scavengers are sitting there and scavenging plastic. So it's filth. The habit has to change there, that while disposing, you use plastic, but while disposing, just clean it. And in India, we already have this habit.
Right.
We value every bit of thing we don't throw. We don't throw our old clothes. Even the newspaper, we stack it for the whole month because we will get a value at the end of the month.
Right.
So once we understand the value mechanism, I think then the plastic problem as it exists today will be addressed.
The value is really in how an entire industry thrives on just
Absolutely.
this change in our habit, just one
Absolutely.
small change in our habits.
Today what is happening is just because we are disposing dirty plastic, it goes for a lot of washing, cleaning and then goes for recycling. So that entire process can be avoided if as consumer we dispose plastic clean. And the entire chain gets a better value because the scavengers who scavenge plastic get better value when they sell it to the kabadiwalas.
Right.
Kabadiwalas in return get a better value from the recycler. So you are in fact not only seeing that every plastic goes for recycling, you're also enhancing this entire mechanism
Absolutely.
which is working.
Hi, my name is Farida Bhopalwala. I live at Sefi Park, and our Sefi Park Federation has been actively involved in segregating plastic for the last few months with Bisleri bottles for change.
Hello, myself Arva Colombowala. On weekly basis, we go house to house and we educate people how to segregate plastic.
So now we pledge to reuse plastic and recycle plastic.
Absolutely. We now want to shift focus to a key source material behind Bisleri's product, which is water. And water is renewable only if its usage and its treatment and its release is controlled. So the Nayi Umeed initiative is centered around that idea. How was this initiative created and how did you go on to implement the entire initiative?
The idea behind Nayi Umeed, the initiative, was that India is blessed with good rains. But over the year, we have stopped harvesting rain.
Right.
And we have gone into development without keeping in mind that rain needs to be harvested.
Right.
So in the current environment, what happens is that 93% of the rainwater gets washes and goes into the sea. Because that's how we have channelized these stormwater drains, etc. We'll take the rainwater and flush it out in the sea. And the sea levels are increasing, but the water source tables are depleting. So our entire initiative is to teach people to harvest rain. See, conservation is another way of looking at, sort of holding the resource that we have. But India need not get into a conservation mode because India gets good rain. If India harvests rains, every building, every city, every garden is enabled to harvest rain, then our water tables will rise on its own. So our initiative is talking about how to harvest rain at every level, every level.
If we talk about the areas that you've gone to with this initiative, how is it that this understanding the process of harvesting has brought value to its stakeholders?
Well, we started with making check dams because that's the way to sort of harvest rain. That's one of the way of harvesting rain. So we went to the villages, we got the villages together and we said, okay, we will construct check dams for you. And in the last few years, we have built almost 111 check dams across India. Of course, the villagers get benefited because, they can have 2 crops out of the water that they harvest in the 3 months, 4 months of the rain. And of course, now we are doing a lot of city awareness around rainwater harvesting. We have a model of rainwater harvesting in every plant that we have. We have 135 plants, all of us harvest rain. The buildings also, they get this water in the 3 months and then they use it in the rest of the year when they don't have rain. They don't have to buy water for their garden and their utility areas.
An initiative of this magnitude obviously comes with its fair share of challenges. So what were the key challenges that implementation of this initiative of Nayi Umeed faced, and how is it that Bisleri tackled them?
Well, the first challenge that we had was we went to the villages, we identified places where we could build a check dam and also do a bit of desilting of already the existing water bodies which are there. Unfortunately, the system within the state does not allow a private organization to go and adopt water bodies to desilt. So that is one of the challenges that we faced. and also reconstruct the dam, because until unless you are not an NGO, you can't go and really do things in the government setup. So we had to then go and hire an NGO, and through the NGO, get things done. We have an intention to, sort of create this awareness about rainwater harvesting. So we have gone all out. Gujarat government had given us a lot of encouragement and support. So that's where the maximum work is done.
Right.
And now, of course, the things are changing, and the government lobbies understand that, they will have to call the private enterprise to come and work in rainwater harvesting.
So how is it really that these bottlenecks were managed? Was it through innovation within the initiative, or were there more people-to-people problems, or problems that relate to generating awareness about an initiative of this magnitude?
People to people, yes, a big challenge, because how do I convince a society that they should practice rainwater harvesting? Because everybody feels it's not my job, it's government's job.
Absolutely.
That's the attitude we Indians have. I'm a taxpayer, so I don't have to bother about all these things. Somebody else should do it.
Right.
So that's the biggest bottleneck that we have for both our initiative, and of course innovations to make it much simpler.
Right.
We had to sort of develop innovative ways of making harvesting more simpler in the city. The city doesn't have that kind of a space where you can sort of create a check dam, unlike the villages. So these innovations we brought around as to how simply you can put a pipeline from your terrace or roof water and harvest the rain. The possibilities we worked around. Now people are open to ideas, to driving initiative. We have driven both the initiative through schools and colleges.
Right.
This is a young generation who wants to add value.
Correct.
And they have taken this initiative in a big way. We have almost 135 colleges in Bombay who are sort of propagating this both awareness programs house to house in their environment, in their network. So they are a big lever for us. They are the volunteers who are driving it now.
Right. That sounds great. Thank you so much for joining us on
Thank you.
Business Evangelist.
Thank you for having us here. Thank you.
Bisleri packages its drinking water in plastic bottles. Plastic has been at the front and center of environmental activism for years, and Bisleri is pumping back its resources into tackling this problem from its very core with its Bottles for Change campaign.
Hello everyone, I am Sushila Yadav, Program Officer from Gokhale Education Society, Sri Bhaisav Vartak College. When Bisleri approached us with this concept of Bottle for Change, what attracted was the very tagline of it, that is change habit, save the environment. With the help of this program, we tried to create awareness among the masses regarding right disposal of plastic and how plastic can be recycled. This was done to create awareness among the masses with the help of street plays and collection of plastic bottles from the masses. We tried to make the masses aware that small change in their behavior can bring a big change in the environment.
Namaskar, I am Vijay Maruti Gowde, working as a Vice Principal at Vidalanka School of Information Technology, Vadala. I am also working as NSS Program Officer and Area Coordinator for last 10 years in Mumbai University. Before getting introduced with this program, Bottle for Change of Bisleri, we were working for plastic ban, say no to plastic. But after introducing this program, we came to know that plastic is not bad. So 100% plastic can be recycled. Only for recycling, we have to do some process, that is rinsing, cleaning of that particular plastic, so that it can get recycled. And for that, our students are creating awareness among society and different Ganpati Mandals or Navratrotsav Mandal about the process, that cleaning of plastic and keeping it separately so that it can get recycled. Through these activities, we are trying to create behavioral pattern change among these people, you can say public in the society.
NSS cell of University of Mumbai and Bisleri have collaborated for Bottles for Change. So far we have reached 130 colleges and 10,000 students. This initiative has created positive mindset in students towards scientific disposal of plastic. This has indeed paved the way towards 100% recycling of plastic.
Bisleri's Bissleri's journey isn't just about creating a revolutionary product to inspire change, but taking conscious steps towards building their innovation with sustainability at its core. We hope that this page out of Bissleri's book has inspired you to drive change in the way you shape your business. Head on over to B1 TV if you're seeking inspiration to drive change through sustainable innovation. We'll see you there.